Good morning. Today I want to talk to you about, I have been going through The Artist's Way, and The Artist's Way is a book by Julia Cameron. I think it's 90 days or 12 weeks, and it's just, you're reading the chapter a week, you're doing the exercises, and there's different things that you're doing. And she talks about the results of The Artist's Way for herself, which and other people, which has been to write books, plays, poems, just all these different things. And I wanted to see, will it work for me? I wanted to see, could I remove some of the things that, were keeping me stuck? Will it help me, in different ways? Healing, all these different things. And so I've been going through The Artist's Way, and I really didn't think that I would be able to write anything other than like what I normally do every single day, which is like daily lessons. And so I have done well to stand back at the end of the day and reflect. And I've been able to accumulate hundreds of pages of lessons, but I haven't been able to do any of the other things, because one of the reasons why I started was because I wanted to be able to write and produce a movie, and I wanted to be able to write fiction books as well as nonfiction. And so I was up for the challenge. I want my life to improve. I want to be able to accomplish my goals. I want to be able to do some of the things that she talked about were the results for other people as well as for herself. And so as a result of doing The Artist's Way for some time, I don't know, at least 60 days continuously, this one thing, and I've done a bunch of things and I will be sharing them as the weeks go, but this is a poem that I wrote, and I believe that God gave it to me as a result of The Artist's Way. I think The Artist's Way kind of helps you. The morning pages is so what she suggests is the morning pages, 3 pages of stream of consciousness. So it's every single morning. The first thing you do is to write down 3 pages of stream of consciousness. So there's no rules. There's no, you got to write this, and this. It's none of that. You just write whatever's on your mind. You write whatever you want until you get the 3 pages. And so I see the benefit of the 3 pages, whether if I hadn't got any other results as far as writing, my creativity, I could still see the results. And so one of the things that I did write was this poem that I want to share with you. I hope it will help you to see this differently, where you can stop doing this if it affects you. But this is the poem. So it says, "Who am I? I steal lives. I live to destroy people's potential. I destroy relationships. I keep people stuck. I take over. I keep ruminating. So I'm thinking about what the other person has done. I blur vision. I think I am perfect. I only see my side. I hang around for years. I hold untruths. I fabricate the truth. I cloud visions. I steal peace. I steal joy. I confuse people. I am full of pride. I only see how I was wronged. Wherever I go, I cause stress, strife, chaos, and confusion. I can become a pattern if unchecked. I don't discriminate. I can live in anyone. I make it easy to live with. I have the perfect reasoning. I play victim. I am always right. I am not always accurate. I show things in a distorted way. I am unforgiveness. So I want you to think about this in your life and how unforgiveness destroys lives. It destroys relationships. It destroys people. It is like poison going through your body over and over again. And so I was recently talking to a lady who I absolutely love, and what deters me from talking to her, or disturbs me from talking to her, is the conversation that she has with me is always on repeat. She is holding unforgiveness about an event that happened 4 years ago, another event that happened 2 years ago. It's like on repeat, the exact same words every single time. And it bothers me for her because I know how unforgiveness can eat you alive. And I decided that the next time I see her, that I would talk to her about forgiveness. It is very hard to do. It can be hard to do when people have hurt you so deeply. I get that. But I know that nothing good can come from unforgiveness. And I want people to be well. I want people to forgive. And I know it's easier said than done, but I think we ought to be caught trying, right? We ought to be willing to forgive people, because what we don't realize often, and I'm talking about myself, is that just like somebody hurts us deeply, we hurt other people deeply on a regular basis. And a lot of times we don't even realize that we've hurt people, we've offended people. And so forgiveness is so important. And I believe what I've heard over and over again is that forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. Because most of the time the other person has already gone on with their lives. They hadn't given it a second thought. And we are still ruminating on what happened 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, God forbid, 30 years ago. And so we have to learn how to let it go, release it, forgive the other person, allow them to be human, right? Allow them to make the mistake of hurting us, just like we want the same thing done to us. We want people to realize this person is imperfect. She has made a mistake. She has offended me, and I want to forgive her in a loving, merciful, graceful way, just like I want somebody to do for me. I'm gonna do the same thing for somebody else. So just something to be thinking about as far as living our lives, not forgiving people, holding people to a higher standard than we hold ourselves. And so forgiveness is so important. It doesn't just benefit you, it benefits the people that are around you, because when you have unforgiveness in your heart, you become very toxic and you infect everybody that you meet. And so I believe in, instead of infecting, that we affect people in a positive way, in a loving way, an encouraging way, instead of infecting them with poison every time we see them. Something to be thinking about as far as unforgiveness.